Hey everyone, my name's Eric and I'm so excited to debut RegFox Live. We are so excited for you to use this. It is a perfect companion for your virtual event. It can power your live streams, your Ask Me Anythings, your breakout sessions, your Q&A sessions, and so much more. So I'm going to show you how to set it up, how it works, and also the experience from the host and the experience from the participant. So stay tuned for that and watch the whole video so you can see all the things that are possible. Before I show you how to set it up, let me cover some key features here. So the first one is that this is built for virtual events. We built this from the ground up, and we have gotten used to virtual events using a whole hodgepodge of solutions and tools that were never intended for virtual events. So Zoom is a great meeting solution, GoToMeeting is great, but these were actually not built for virtual events directly. They're more meeting solution tools, and so what you're going to see here is a tool that is built with virtual events in mind. You're also going to see that this is integrated into the RegFox system, that there's a direct tie between registration and the virtual event side. Also, we've created this for better engagement, that you're going to see tools and features that encourage engagement in the virtual event, just so that it is not as stale as watching a YouTube video or you're just a name on a Zoom roster. So we have a lot of tools for better engagement. Next, it is also browser-based, meaning that none of your attendees need to download plugins, run applications, or have anything else to participate in the live event. It's all in the browser using the person's microphone and camera on their computer. And a really important thing here is also it is 100% restricted to registered attendees, meaning people can't share it, people can't access it outside of the RegFox virtual event system. It also has integrated chat and Q&A features that are built into it. It also has a chat between hosts so they can speak privately outside of the public view. We have moderation controls to delete comments, to ban guests, and currently it supports up to 200 simultaneous attendees with 6 people on stage at once, whether that is 6 hosts and panelists or whether it's a combination of a host plus a guest. There's a lot of flexibility in that, and we hope that 200 number increases here shortly. And last, it is stinking affordable. It is only $1 per attendee per hour, and is a pay-as-you-go feature. So if you only have a couple of virtual events in the year, no problem. You just pay what you need. You never pay what you don't use. So those are the key features. Now let me show you how to set it up and how it works. All right, so here is my sample registration page. We have AVC, Awesome Virtual Event Conference. Don't you want to attend? Pretty cool. And I have a couple registration options here. And remember, you can always restrict certain sessions or live streams based on the registration options. So you can have as many tracks as you want, and you can filter that content based on registration options. And we're gonna do the same thing with sessions. So I have a couple dummy sessions here. I've got a virtual event technology building with me. We have Ask Me Anything with Katie, who's one of our most beloved team members on the team. She's hilarious. Hopefully you get to work with her. And then I have my billing information. So what I wanna do is I wanna create breakout sessions using RegFox Live to power these sessions directly. So I'll show you how I'm gonna set those up. So I'm gonna go over here to virtual event. Under setup, we have our basic details here, such as dates and text and design settings for when you enter the virtual event. And then under here, under live streaming meeting, we're gonna hit add a session. And then the choice here is gonna be meeting, and we're gonna choose RegFox Live. So I'm going to give this a name. Then I'm gonna go give it a date. I'll set the date, give it a time. You also can include a watermark, which puts your logo, maybe it's your company logo, could be your event logo, could be a sponsor logo on the player of RegFox Live. So I'm gonna add that. Next, I'm going to restrict it by audience. So again, remember, we can restrict this based on registration options if we want it to only be a certain level here, but I'm gonna choose this for a session. And then I'm gonna give it a description. And there we go. There's my first one. I'm gonna add a second one for the Ask Me Anything with Katie. Choose meeting, RegFox Live, give it a date, set the time, choose a watermark image, then restrict it, and give it a dummy description for now. I can hit save and publish. And now those sessions are built into my virtual event. Now let's talk about how you interact with this as a host. So I'm hosting the virtual event technology panel, and Katie is hosting the Ask Me Anything. So let me show you how to set up the hosts and guests. So we go over here to hosts and guests. I click this, and we're going to hit add a host. And I'm going to be set to a host, and then I can choose which RegFox live session am I a host for. So we'll choose this one and hit add. And now I have a special access code that gets me into the virtual event that makes me a host for that session. You can have as many hosts for any session that you want. And they can be silent hosts. They don't have to be on camera. They don't have to have their audio on. They can just be interacting with the audience, and they can be bringing people to the stage and moderating the session. And it can be completely off camera. Let's add Katie as a host for her session. I'm going to make her a host of her session. And last, if you need to add guests, if you want to give some guest passes to any session you want, you can add their name, the email, and toggle them as a guest and give them access to any of the RegFox live sessions you want. That allows them to jump in, participate as a guest, and it gives them a back door to it, so they don't have to register, they don't have to pay. So that is an option for you as well. Okay, so let me now show you what the experience is like as a host running a virtual event using RegFox Live. So I'm going to jump in, I'm going to show you that experience. We're going to grab this access token, and we're going to enter the virtual event as a host. So here's my registration page that I've set up, and my virtual event is configured behind this registration page. Now, if I'm a host, I could either have clicked the link that was sent to me, or if I just want to go through the front door, I click this already registered link, and it prompts me for an access code. And so I take my host code and I paste it in, and now it lets me into the virtual event. Now, this sample virtual event only has one session for me right now as the host. If I was a host for other sessions, I'd see them over on the right-hand side. So to start the virtual event with RegFox Live, I enter my name and I join in and I become a host. So now I'm in. This is RegFox Live. This is our interface here. And so the virtual session hasn't started yet, but let me show you a couple different things. One is we have some controls over here for how I want to see the participants or the hosts on the screen here. I can switch it to grid view. I can unmute myself. I can start my video. I can screen share. And I also can leave stage. And this is an important thing for anybody who joins the view, is that they can join and exit if they're a host, and that turns their camera on and their audio on, and they enter the stage which everybody sees. So you can leave the stage if you don't want to be a host anymore. And so that's a great feature for people who are jumping in and out. And here we see Katie. She's jumped in and chimed in on the chat here. We have our Q&A panel over here. So as attendees ask questions, you can see them there. We have here is a chat just for hosts. So if I want to just talk with hosts, I can message them privately back and forth, and none of the attendees see it. And then I have my roster list over here where I can see all the different hosts. And again, you can have 6 people as hosts on stage, or maybe it's 2 hosts plus 4 guests. And so you can manage the hosts and also the guests over here. And then last, we have this area where people can request to join stage. So if an attendee has a question that they want to ask and they want to join the stage with maybe the hosts, you'll see those requests over there. So let me now start the session here by turning on my video. And you'll see here, this is all in the browser. So your browser asks, hey, can we turn on your microphone and your camera? We're gonna hit allow. And here I am. This is me. I'm live now with my session, and I can turn on my audio. And so now people can hear me. And so I can now host the session live now. And so I can do my session. I can talk about my key points. If I want to screen share, I can do that. I also can now interact with the participants. So I can look over to the side here, and I can comment in the chat. Maybe if there's a question in the question panel from Katie here, and I can either answer the question in the panel, or check this out, I actually can bring her on stage. I can hit that little star. It says invitation sent. An invitation goes to Katie, where she then can turn on her camera and audio, and now she can interact, and now we can actually converse as a participant and host together. So a fantastic tool to, again, bring interaction with you and your participants. And as soon as that we're done talking, I can just hit this little star down here and I can boot Katie off the stage and she's gone. So it's fantastic, and in order to maintain control as a host and also engage your participants, and this is a wonderful way to just engage people who have got questions, who just don't want to maybe settle for the chat experience. They actually can share an experience with the host and those from the panel. Also here on the right-hand side, you can notice we have these little 3 dots. I can ban Katie if I want. I can delete her question. And so I have some great moderation controls. So again, this will support up to 6 people on this view you see here at once to interact and share. And that can be split between 1 speaker, 3 speakers, or maybe 1 host and 5 guests. So you have all that control there. And that is kind of the key things here as a host. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch views, and I'm going to show you the end-to-end experience from a participant registering for the event and then interacting with Katie for her Ask Me Anything. So that's what I'm going to show you next. Okay, so we're back at our registration page here, and now I'm going to show you the end-to-end experience for the participants to register and then join a RegFox live session, and I'll show you the controls that they have. So I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to register myself under my favorite person, Michael Scott. Looks good. And then I'm going to register for Katie's Ask Me Anything session. I copy information down below. Enter a dummy credit card. And register. Now, here I have my confirmation. Now, because I set this to be instant, I can now enter the virtual event right now and join the live session. Katie's waiting for me. So I have my access code here, and I can enter this later if the event was in the future, but because I have it now, I can just jump in right now and I can access online event. It puts in my token and then shows me the sessions that I am registered for. As you just saw, I only registered for Katie's Ask Me Anything session. And I will type in my name here, Michael Scott. So I hit join. And here I am. I'm joining the RegFox live session. There's Katie. This is her Ask Me Anything. And so I have a couple different icons here. You notice it's a lot more simple interface here. I've got a chat. I can say, hello there. I also have a questions panel over here where I can ask, what are the secrets to product management? So I can ask those questions. And remember, she has the option to bring me to stage from that question, or she can answer the question in the chat. And you notice I don't have the different video controls down here. So if I ever wanted to request to join the stage with her, I just hit this button here that says request to join stage. And then she gets a notification to bring me to stage. And then when she accepts, the participant gets this menu here, and I can hit join. And there I am. So here we are. I'm now a participant. I get to ask Katie. I can now interact with her. Katie can hear me, and I can hear her. Katie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
And what are the secrets to brilliant product management?
They were going to explode your brain, Eric, so I can't tell you.
Fantastic. So Katie is one of our beloved members of our team. I hope you get to interact with her, but she's incredible. So, but just to kind of summarize the participant experience here, modify controls. I now, as a participant, have new controls here. I can mute my audio. I can stop my video. I can then leave the stage if I want to, but also if you remember before from the host, Katie has that control to boot me off as well. And so I can change my view here. I change it to the grid view. I can change it back to the active speaker. So I got some great controls there. And then I have some gear options here. I can change my microphone, my camera setting. I've got lots of options there. But it now allows you to have a brand new experience for your participants who can engage and interact with each other and the hosts in a better way before that still gives you a lot of control. So this is RegFox Live. We hope you love it. We hope you use it. It is live in your account now that you can use. Again, it's just $1 an hour per participant, and it's pay as you go, and nothing is required of your participants to use it. They don't need to download plugins. They don't need to install applications. They don't need to install extensions. It's all here. Again, RegFox Live will work with any other set of tools that you want to use. You can use it alongside Vimeo Live if you want, or you can also use it with Zoom. So a lot of control. It's there for you to use. We hope you love it. And that concludes the demo. Thanks for watching, and let us know if you have any questions or we can help you in any way. Bye-bye.